Hi guys, it is the first day of the school semester and it has been getting busier and busier. As you can see, Galaxy and Strudel are gearing up. They're ready for a day of napping while I teach. But freshmen have been filling up the campus and there's been more work to do, more meetings with students, more syllabus to put out, faculty, department meetings, all sorts of crazy stuff. And today is the first day I get to get back in the classroom after a whole summer of not being able to teach in person. I love teaching in person, so it's gonna be a great day. And because it's the first day of the semester, me and the editor didn't really have time to put together a full regular video. And so I thought instead I would do just a short little semi-vlog thing and answer a question that you guys ask a lot. And that's, do my students ever recognize me or do they know that I have a YouTube channel? And the answer is some of them, and yes, and sort of, and it's weird when it happens. And just to kind of test this, if you are, or at any point were, a former student of mine in person at the school that I teach at, you should comment down below. Don't make it weird or anything, but just let people know you're there. I'm not guaranteeing that any of them still watch, but it's worth a try. Oh, bye, love you. Have a good day at work.
Thanks.
So fun fact, technically I started teaching at the college level when I was 19. Though I was technically working very closely with another professor who was really in charge, but I had the class to myself twice a week. So that was a blast, but I looked really young and I hadn't really had a lot of facial hair before then. So I was like, all right, I gotta grow this facial hair out. And I also started wearing suits to class every day. And it took them forever to figure out how old I was because I always had facial hair. And I haven't shaved off the facial hair since. I've always had some ever since I was 19 because without it, I have a baby face. Knock that over a little bit. Call it good. If you hear any thudding in the background, it's because the dogs are getting their morning wrestles out. Get them! So to get down to it and to actually answer the question some more, yeah, my students do recognize me on YouTube every once in a while, and they do see me in class and they're like, wait a second, you have a YouTube channel. And it's always a really weird moment. I don't think that it's as weird as it could be because especially when I was teaching lower level English classes, anytime I could, I would throw song lyrics in instead of a poem or something like that so we could talk about things that I felt were more relevant to my students and so that they could be, be getting practice analyzing something that I think that they should be analyzing in real life anyway. And I think that it's really helpful when college provides you with some of those real life skills. And yes, analyzing and understanding what song lyrics mean is a real life skill that people should develop because you're gonna have messages and ideas coming at you through song lyrics, and so we should practice it. But yeah, so my students will recognize me from time to time, and it's actually really fun. Sometimes it can be really embarrassing, especially if I've put out some really awkward video recently where I'm dancing, and then I'm always afraid that they're gonna watch that video, which that's not the video I would really send people to if I wanted them to respect me more. It's more just for fun. But yeah, so I came into class one day and I'll just call them Bob and Sally. Bob and Sally were sitting there and they were very fun people, two of my favorite students. And they were just watching me come in the door while they were looking back and forth from the phone that they were holding. And they're like, Professor Stummy, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, oh shoot, my cover's blown. I gotta get out of here. How fast can I get a ticket to Mexico or something? And they didn't really tell me that they liked it, but they also didn't tell me that they didn't like it. I think they were more just trying to embarrass me. Every once in a while then I'll have some former student comment on a YouTube video who's like, hey, Professor Stemmy, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't tell you. Recently I had somebody came in to meet with me, but I wasn't there that day. And he started talking to the receptionist about 21 Pilots and the kinds of music they liked. And they started talking about Dima and the theories. And he was like, yeah, there's this channel I like called The Pop Song Professor that explains some stuff. And the receptionist, who's a good friend of mine, said, yeah, the guy that you were gonna meet today, actually, that's him. And apparently he got a little bit shocked. He was like, wait, are you serious? Are you kidding me? I mean, I would be pretty shocked if, somebody that I had seen on YouTube all of a sudden was somebody that I was supposed to get my teeth cleaned by. By the way, I haven't heard back from you if you're watching this, buddy. So come back and let's talk about interdisciplinary studies soon whenever you get the chance. But I'm trying to think of anything else that has happened. I think the one other really cool story was when I first started blogging, and I was just blogging. I had just blogged all of 21 Pilots' Blurry Face album a few months ago. And one day in class, the guy was like, wait a second. Are you from CliffordStummy.com? That's what I used to call it. And I was like, that's me, I'm the same guy. and he was a big fan of 21 Pilots, and so we kind of connected over the semester, and I was able to give him some like career advice, and we talked a lot, and it was really good. I don't think that there have been a lot of other sightings of me, but you know, my students do eventually like find out about the channel or something, or it comes up, and it's usually a little bit awkward at first because you're like, oh gosh, I'm a professor. I gotta, you know, I'm not a. There's just like there's a difference between being a professor and a YouTuber, and I think a professor, you're like, all right, we have to respect the professor because he's like a professor. But YouTubers, they're just fun and cool and crazy, and I like to be a little bit more of a fun, cool, crazy professor, but I also apparently like to be a little bit more of a serious YouTuber. So I think it kind of evens out, and I don't think it's like hugely different between the two. But it's still like weird when worlds collide. So yeah, anyway, I actually have to go and teach that class now, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.